Tom Holland has just been cast in Christopher Nolan's next mysterious film. So let's talk about that. So over the last year, since the release of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, it has been rumored that Christopher Nolan really wanted to tackle in the horror genre and make a horror film. And of course, all of us were like, that sounds amazing. When is this going to happen and when can I buy my ticket? Well, it has not only just been confirmed that Christopher Nolan's next movie is going to be a horror film set in the 1920s, but also that Tom Holland is now connected to the movie. He will be in the lead role, and he is going to be shooting this film next year around the same time that he's going to be shooting Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Doomsday. Tom Holland did take a break from acting for a little bit, but he is back to working like crazy for us. As of now, the release date for Christopher Nolan's next film is going to be July 17th, 2026, but you know, dates can change, but as for right now, that is the release date for his next film. Now, as of right now, this is an untitled movie, but what we can look forward to is that supposedly, from rumors, it's going to be a vampire film taking place in the 1920s. But apparently there have been other rumors saying that it could be a helicopter action movie, which to me just doesn't sound as likely because Christopher Nolan wanted to dabble into horror. So I'm going to stick with the vampire one because I think it sounds cooler. But the main reason why I'm very excited for this is because since watching Oppenheimer, I watched it in the theaters 4 times, which I know that's a 3-hour-long movie, and I saw it 4 times in the theaters. I mean, you just do the math yourself. It's a lot of hours. But there's one particular scene in Oppenheimer that every single time I rewatched it, it just made my bones freeze and the hairs on my arms stick up every single time. And that's the auditorium scene in which Oppenheimer is giving a speech after the detonation of the atomic bomb. And seriously, was a really well done sequence of horror. The whole entire scene consisted of Oppenheimer pretty much having a panic attack in which everything around him just started like vibrating and vibrating like around his vision, and the footsteps of the people in the audience sounded like the buildup to the explosion of the atomic bomb. And then when the flash of light hit and everyone went silent, and then that woman screaming in the background, talking about it right now, it's giving me chills. That scene in that movie, I think it actually might be my favorite scene from Oppenheimer, and is the one reason that I am so excited to see a horror film written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Now, as of right now, there really isn't much to be said about the project, but what we do know right now, there's so much to be excited for. Now, I know as of recent, a lot of people haven't been the biggest fan of Tom Holland in the roles that he has been in, like Uncharted, Cherry, Chaos Walking. But if there's one good thing that we could pull from Cherry, it's that he is a pretty fantastic actor. And obviously he plays a really good Spider-Man, but I don't think he's had enough opportunity to really show his true acting potential, and I think Christopher Nolan's going to be giving him that opportunity in his new film. So as far as the casting goes, I don't have any particular problem with it. I feel like a lot of people probably are going to have problems with it, but I think Tom Holland is a fine actor, and I think that it's great that Christopher Nolan chose him for the lead role. Now, with the release of Christopher Nolan's next movie, he is coming off of an insanely successful movie, Oppenheimer, which we've talked about a lot in this video, but that movie went on to win 7 Academy Awards, including Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Director, and Best Picture, the biggest award that you can win at the Oscars. And you know, it's about damn time. I mean, Christopher Nolan has only made pretty much masterpieces throughout his entire career. So yeah, the next Christopher Nolan movie, which is coming out within less than 2 years, so not that long of a time. I remember Oppenheimer being, 2 years when it first got announced, and it finally came to theaters, and we're just like, this is a masterpiece. But I'm curious as to what you think about not only the new movie and the new direction that Christopher Nolan is taking in the horror genre, but the casting of Tom Holland in the lead role of his movie. So make sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what you think about it, because I personally am very excited about this new Christopher Nolan movie. But anyways, that will bring us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of it. I appreciate every single one of you. And remember, your movie moment is right around the corner. See you in the next video.